Do you ever find yourself turning down opportunities in your life because you feel inadequate or unsure of yourself? I remember I was shooting an editorial for a magazine a few years ago, and the subject of my story was a dairy farmer who was also a stunt skydiver. I'm going to put up a few photos of the shoot while I talk. Anyway, I had spent the entire day with the skydiving team, taking photos of them as they prepped their chutes, flew up to 14,000 feet, and then jumped. Now, capturing images of them practicing their jumps was truly one of the most exciting shoots I've ever done. But throughout the day, I was mostly shooting from the ground. I only went up in a plane one time, and I just stayed strapped in the plane. But as the day was wrapping up, they said, "Hey, we have time for one more jump if any of you guys want to go. You're more than welcome." Now, they were looking directly at me and my photo assistant, who also happens to be my wife. I have to tell you, my first thought was there's no way in hell I'm jumping out of that plane. That would be absolutely crazy. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of dying. There's no way I'm doing it. Do you know what the ground looks like from 14,000 feet? But as I kept thinking about it, I began to realize I'll never have this opportunity again the rest of my life. I've been working with these guys all day. I know they're pros. This is actually the opportunity of a lifetime. So I raised my hand and I said, "I'll go." My wife looked at me like, "What? Have you lost your mind?" She knows me better than anybody, and she knows the last thing I would ever do is jump out of a plane. But you know what happened? I finally punched fear in the face, and I got up to make the jump, and she did too. So we ended up having the memory of a lifetime together. It was absolutely unbelievable, and I even landed on my feet. I was super proud of that. As a result of challenging myself that day, I became stronger. I learned that if you want to be able to do hard things in life, you have to practice doing hard things. And being afraid and feeling overcome with fear is just part of the journey. Trust me, I was so scared as we were flying up to our jump spot that I turned completely pale, and my jump instructor almost didn't let me go. When you do something hard, you're going to be scared. So, what about you right now? Are you in a place right now where you're playing small? Are you turning down opportunity? Are you in a place where your life feels mediocre? If so, I want you to hear something today. You don't have to stay there. Now, you might think you have to stay. Our brain is certainly always going to tell us to play it safe. Or you might have someone close to you who is comfortable where you are and they want you to play it safe. But what's in your heart? If you're having thoughts that you're made for more, you better listen. If you're feeling an urge inside you, a curiosity that there's something bigger and better for you out there, you better figure out what it is. There's a reason you're having that calling. It's because you have something to give to this world. Besides fear, the other thing that can keep you playing small is the feeling that you're not worthy or capable of doing something bigger or better. You might think you don't deserve an opportunity. Maybe someone in your past or a past failure has caused you to think that you're not capable. If you see yourself as someone who isn't worthy enough to stand up and capture or create an opportunity right now, I want you to know those thoughts are a lie. The truth is, your value, although it might feel low right now, is not a fixed number. How you see yourself can change. Your self-worth may have been smashed down by someone else in your life, or maybe from a poor decision you made in the past. But that's not a sentence you have to serve the rest of your life. When you believe that you have little value and you're paralyzed by fear, your life is going to feel like a prison. But I have a secret for you. The prison door isn't locked. You can open it. Here's what I want you to understand. You weren't born to play small. You weren't created to live in the shadow of your own potential. You don't have to live a life imprisoned by what others have told you in the past. You were made for more, and you are capable of more. You were made to be a light and to shine your light on this world brilliantly. You were given gifts. and you were made to share your gifts confidently. Every time you catch that voice inside you saying, "I'm not enough," or "What if I fail?" I want you to remember something. That voice isn't yours. It's merely an echo of past hurts, old stories, and borrowed beliefs, and you can rewrite all that. At your core, your worth isn't something you need to earn. You don't have to follow certain rules or behave a certain way or dress a certain way to prove that you're worth something. Your worth has zero to do with the color of your skin, or how attractive you are, or how smart you are. From the moment you were created, even when you were still in your mother's womb, you had value. You are uniquely made, and there's only one you. You've been valuable from the very beginning, but because of circumstances in your life, maybe certain people in your life, maybe some regrets you've made along the way, you might feel like your value has diminished, or maybe you feel like you never had any worth at all, and now you feel like you're not really deserving or capable of much. And those thoughts are keeping you from standing up and stepping out. I know those feelings because I walked that path. I didn't grow up wealthy. I wasn't the smartest kid in school. I wasn't popular then, and I'm not popular now. And for a long time, I let all those things deceive me into thinking that I wasn't worth much. I even had 2 times in my life when I thought suicide was the best way out. But on the flip side of all that, once I stopped believing the lies that were holding me down and I allowed myself to jump, literally, I began to experience the freedom that comes with finally understanding and accepting that I do have value, and I'm made for more, and so are you. Once you realize your true worth, you'll come alive. Your shoulders will straighten, your eyes will light up, your energy will shift. You'll be able to feel your fear and stand up anyway. So, starting today, I want you to take some time to think about yourself. I want you to start thinking about the kind of person that you are right now, and I want you to think about the kind of person you want to be. Then, I want you to realize that the person you want to be already exists inside you. And my hope is to be able to draw that inner person out. If you'd like to hear more content about how you can do that, please like, subscribe, or follow, or whatever. Also, if you know anyone else who needs to hear this, please feel free to share it with them.